Okay, so this is the Foundation Portfolio presentation, Group 106, and this is Group D.
Our film is called Rogue Agent. Basically, you have your average unemployed young man, Alan Johnson. He's working out really early in the morning. There's a knock at the door. There's a party last night. Knock at the door, opens the door, and everything goes black. And then the next thing he knows, he wakes up, he's in an interrogation room. And basically, what he doesn't know is that for the past 2 years, a secret agency have been monitoring him because they believe that he has stolen £3 million from the UK embassy and leaked identities of operatives working in Saudi Arabia. So after 2 days of interrogation, Alan comes to the conclusion that he's been framed, and using unknown combat skills that he didn't know he had, he beats everyone up and escapes and hunts down the truth for himself. He goes across the continent tracking down his imposter. While being hunted by a national security team who put a price on his head. Who will reach their target first, and an inexperienced party guy with everything to lose, or a bloodthirsty national security team with everything to gain.
As Max said, our character is just like your average guy who likes partying, going out with mates and enjoying himself, but finds out he's got some fighting skills out somewhere. And later on in the film we find out that the protagonist actually ends up being the antagonist, which is our unique selling point, as that usually doesn't happen in films.
This is like a really brief version of our story. Basically, in Equilibrium, Alan is just going to parties every night. He's unemployed. It's kind of his normal lifestyle. And then the disequilibrium comes when he gets captured by the national security team, who think he's stolen money, who leaked identities, but he escapes and seeks his imposter. Then the new equilibrium comes when he manages to capture the imposter, hands him over to the national security team, but then in the end we find out that Alan is actually the rogue agent.
The locations we're going to use, so we're going to need to use a house for the party, some woods where he escapes from the interrogation room because for some reason it's in the woods, and also the shed, that's where the interrogation room is going to be, and we're going to use an airport for a chase scene which involves Alan and the imposter, and an alleyway on London Road.
For marketing, we're going to try and make a viral video. Can we show this one?
Yeah.
This one was done for a new film called Cassie. It's got nearly 50 million views.
Napkins, clean it up, and we'll be fine.
Fine, there's coffee inside of my computer. You know what?
Just get away from me! Just get away from me! Get out of my way! Oh my god! Just get away from me! Just get away from me!
There are other people out there like me who can do what I can do.
It wasn't Cassie.
Yeah, so that got quite a lot of views and that might make people want to see the video.
Yeah, so basically, although that has nothing to do with our film, we're going to make something like that to relate to our film. And then we'll use trailers and billboard advertising, so it's standard. And, I think that's it.
Okay, questions? I've totally forgotten what your film's about now. Jacob.
Which airport are you going to film at?
Gatwick.
Can I just ask, I think that's not for your opening title sequence, is it?
No, that's just
Alright, so you're just saying we could film in Hawaii, you know, for your film. Okay. So we'll have to ignore that airport thing.
Oh,
That
makes sense.
Alright, Gino, you were going to ask the same thing, were you? How are you going to get access to it? Your character, he suddenly acquires this knowledge of martial arts.
No, he's always had them, but to the audience, it's like, wait, how does he get all these fightings?
Okay.
Yeah, like hints towards the end.
So is he Jason Bourne?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? I wasn't sure about... So I think it'd be amazing if you could pull off a viral marketing campaign like that on YouTube. You'd obviously have to make it relate to your film somehow. How would you market your film in terms of audience certification? Who would be your audience?
Right. Yeah, I'd say like teenagers, like young adults, that kind of.
So certification 15. I think the Bourne films are all 15, aren't they? Are they 15? Okay, so in that kind of similar vein. So how are you going to introduce that sort of idea in your opening title sequence?
We're going to have him, like, even though he goes out partying and stuff, we're going to have like hints at the fact he's not drinking his drink. But like, you wouldn't notice if it was like the first time you're watching it, but if you watch it back again, you might like notice that like he's not actually drinking his drink and he'd like disappear for a while, then come back to his friends and like just like, and in the morning he starts working out at like 6 a.m. Then he gets a text from his friend at like 11, and he texts back like, "Oh, just woke up," which would seem a bit weird. You wouldn't really think about it until you'd seen the ending.
So the rogue agent, it does hint towards the fact that you have a character that is going to be a rogue agent.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
2 lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions? Well, I think a round of applause for the YouTube. Thank you.